Hi guys, here are the notes for section 7.1. You guys have been craving. All right, example number 1. This is the section on parabolas. So we have for y plus 5 squared is equal to negative 12 times x minus 2. Identify the vertex, focus, axis of symmetry, and directrix. Then graph the parabola. So the center of this is, oh, well, it's not the center, Miss Harris. We're not doing ellipses. This is a vertex. So the vertex is located at the opposite of x, the opposite of y. So 2, negative 5. Now here, 2, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my vertex. Because the y is squared, we know it's a left-right parabola. And because it's negative, we know it's opening to the left. All right, and so we know 4p is equal to 12. So 12 is our focal width here. If we divide that focal width by 4, this gives us the distance to and from the vertex to the directrix, and from the vertex to the focus. So since we're going to the left, like I said, it's y squared, so that's a left-right, but this time it's negative, which means we're going to open to the left. That means from my vertex, I'm going to go to the left 3, 1, 2, 3, to get to my focus. And so what point would that be for the focus? The focus here is at negative 1, negative 5. And then we're going to go to the right 3, 1, 2, 3, to get to our directrix. And this line for the directrix looks like that's at x is equal to 5. All right, and then we said that the focal width is this big number out front, which is 12. So we know at our focus, we're going to go, it's got a width of 12. So I'm going to go up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 5. 6, and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 here. And so across my focal width, that's the width of the parabola at the focus, is 12. So this is 12 across. And so we have a nice big fat parabola opening to the left. All right, so the axis of symmetry, so this is the directrix, is x is equal to 5. And our axis of symmetry, remember from algebra 2, axis of symmetry is what cuts this parabola in half. And this is this line here that goes through the axis at y equals 5. Sorry, not 5, y equals negative 5. All right, have we done everything that they said? Identify the vertex, focus, axis of symmetry, and directrix. And we've graphed it, so we're done. All right, look at example B. What's different about this one? This one is now x squared. So that tells me it's an up-down parabola, like we're used to in algebra 2. Since 8 is positive, we know it opens up. The center, sorry, not the center, the vertex of this parabola, or the center point of this parabola is the opposite, so positive 4, negative 3. All right, so that would be at 4 down 3. The focal width of this is 8, and the focal width is 4 times p. P is the distance from the vertex to the focus, and the distance from the vertex to the directrix. So p is going to be equal to 2. So we're going to go up 2 to find our focus. Since we're opening up, we're going to go down 2 to find that directrix. Remember, your parabola always moves away from the directrix and hugs your focus. So our focus point here is at 4, negative 1. Our directrix is at y is equal to negative 5. All right, focal width we said was 8, so we're going to go 4 this direction, 4 this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here is our parabola. And the axis of symmetry that is cutting this guy is x is equal to 4. All right, on to the U-try. Same type of problem. What do you notice about this one? It is y squared, so it's either up, down. This time our focal width is positive. So, sorry, it's y squared, so we're left, right. The focal width is positive, so we're opening to the right this time. Our vertex is going to be -6, -1. So -6, -1. We're opening to the right. Our 4p, which is our focal width, is equal to 2 this time. So p is going to be 1/2. So that means we're going to go to the right 1/2 to get to our focus. This way, yeah, that didn't work. It's hard to do it on this morning. And to the left 1/2 to get to our directrix. So our focus is going to be a -5.5, -1. My directrix is the line that is crossing the x-axis at -6.5. Since the focal width is 2, we're going to go up 1 and down 1. We have a tight little parabola here. So this one is not as wide and fat as the others. All right, and the last thing we need is the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry cuts your parabolas in half. So this is the line that goes through the y-axis at -1. All right. And that's it for example 1. Come back and we'll do example number 2 in the next video.